Alright, hey guys, so I'm just going to do a little presentation here on something that I've been working on over the last little while. It's on a project called the Gudewill Effect. Basically what it's about is how good deeds find their destination. Before I go into the details of what it actually is, I'm just going to tell a bit of a story about how I got to this project. So my name is Spencer Gudewill. Yeah, fun there. I'm in grade 12 obviously, and last spring break I went to Mongolia to work on a service mission and to volunteer at a place called the Lotus Orphanage. The orphanage is located in the capital city of Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, and has the capacity to hold up to 150 kids. The place is really remarkable. It's not what you'd expect. The kids are totally happy, and they don't really have all that much, and it's just amazing to see their smiles because, yeah, they come from all sorts of different backgrounds. Some have been abused, some have been abandoned, but they all have a smile. So as you can see there in that picture, I'm wearing some sunglasses to the kids. I brought some art supplies. We did some arts and crafts. That was pretty fun. They loved that. And some little llamas there. So this year's the founder, Didi. She's from Australia. She started the orphanage over 15 years ago in her apartment, and since then it has grown to what it is today. She recently won the Order of Australia, which is a very big award for Australian citizens for her efforts in Mongolia. As I said, it's just a really impressive place. I think the reason the kids there are so happy is because they have something to look forward to. The people who work there are all satisfied with their jobs, and the whole community is involved with the project. So you can just sort of see a sparkle in their eye. They're looking forward to life. They have something to look forward to. They have an education system there for them, and they have the ability to break out of the poverty cycle, which is not available to many other kids in Mongolia. So yeah, awesome experience, totally awesome. It changed me, I know that for sure, and it changed my outlook on sort of the world, really opened my eyes up to outside of Canada's borders. So the main reason I was there was to build a wall for the kids. They've had lots of issues with theft, so it was sort of for protection and security for them. It was a lot of hard work, but it was really rewarding. But once I was done finishing the wall, I felt like there was so much more I still wanted to do. I was about to go home and I'd go back to my routine, school, sports, and I just wasn't done. I still wanted to do more. So I thought about somehow building a bridge that connects my world with theirs, Canada to Mongolia. And then, so I didn't know what the bridge would be, so I flew home, doing some flying right now, on a plane. Once back in Canada, I started thinking about what this bridge would be, and the more I thought about it, and the more people I talked to, the more research I did, I realized that I didn't want it just to be a bridge between me and them. I wanted it to be a bridge between myself in Canada and all sorts of places all over the world, because this Lotus Orphanage is not the only one like it. There's all sorts of places that need help, and I wanted to figure out a way to help them. So that bridge came in the form of a website, which I recently created. It's called thegudewilleffect.com. And so the three main things that I think charities need are money, publicity, and volunteers. The hardest thing though for these charities is the problem is that a lot of the best charities don't have the time or the funds to get these three things. They're spending so much of the time actually doing the good deeds, actually helping the people, and that's where I saw the opportunity to step in and to help. So I thought of a criteria. What kind of charities would I want to be helping? I thought that they needed these three things, because a lot of orphanages charities you'd be surprised don't have these three things. Low overhead costs. A lot of times when you give money, not much of that money you give is actually getting to the people you're trying to help. So I thought this was a key factor. Second, it had to have a long-lasting impact. It had to keep going. Whatever you did today must help today, tomorrow, and the next day. And lastly, it needed to enable growth. I didn't want to be supporting someone who needed support forever, needed to allow for them to break out of that poverty cycle, like I said, with the kids in Mongolia. So that was the bridge, that was the website. Now, then I thought, who am I going to line myself up with? Who am I going to help? So far, I have lined myself and partnered myself with three charities. The first one, obviously the Lotus Center. I have a great passion for the place, and it had all the key elements that were necessary for being part of my website. It offers shelter, care, and education. Then, through a lot of other research and through talking to other people, I found about this other one, the Children's Hope Association. In the last 3 years, the number of refugees in Sudan, Africa, has increased by 30,000 people, from 40,000 to 70,000. This association helps deal with the swelling numbers of refugees and helps give them shelter, nutrition, and education. I really like the idea of this charity, and I align myself with them. Lastly, there's the Create Change one. This lady, Shannon O'Brien, is actually from Vancouver. She spent the last 4 years of her life in Ghana, Africa, working with kids there. But she needed help, she needed money, she needs publicity, she needs volunteers. Because she was spending so much time actually working at the orphanage, not the orphanage, in the town in Ghana, she wasn't able to raise these things, so I saw the opportunity there to step in as well. So those are the 3 ones. Now for the road ahead, for me personally, I'm planning to visit one of the sites, the Create Change one in Ghana this summer, and to do some work. So yeah, it's a nice song. But that's what I'm doing. But the real reason I'm here today is to sort of urge you guys to do something. The experience that I had and that I know I'm going to have again when I go to Ghana was remarkable and changed me. And anything that you do, it doesn't have to be going across the world to Ghana to do something. You can just go downtown. You can help with the hamper drive, because the experiences that you have are so rewarding. The people that you help are so grateful. And yeah, so that's anything you can do. As for helping me with this, I could use some extra help. I'm looking for anybody who wants to partner up with me who's interested in this. So anybody out there, any age, I don't care. If you want to be a part of this team, I would love that. Other than that, if you have a charity you know of that you think is a really good charity that you believe in, you can let me know about that. And yeah, that's basically it. That's my presentation, and I hope that it leaves you with the inspiration to spread the goodwill effect. So, thanks guys.